Stop everything you're doing because the streets are on fire. The internet is crashing and the hip-hop world may never be the same again. In a twist so shocking it feels ripped straight from the finale of a reality show, Jim Jones has just revealed the DNA results of his and Chrissy Lampkin's newborn. And Chrissy's emotional reaction has left fans gasping for air for years. These two have been hip-hop's roller coaster love story. Engagements, breakups, reconciliations. They've given us drama, heartbreak, and iconic TV moments. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could prepare us for this revelation. The DNA results are in, and Jim didn't just whisper them behind closed doors. No, he made it public, and the fallout has been explosive. Chrissy, the ride-or-die who stood by Jim through decades of ups and downs, was reduced to tears in front of cameras. But here's the question shaking the internet. Are those tears of relief, betrayal, or something far darker? Insiders are whispering about secret recordings, hushed-up arguments, and even leaked texts between Jim and members of his inner circle. Was this reveal a cold betrayal, a calculated stunt, or the unraveling of the one couple fans thought could withstand anything? Twitter is in chaos, Instagram is flooded with conspiracy theories, and TikTok detectives are already dissecting every frame of Chrissy's reaction. The DNA results didn't just expose the truth about a baby, they've exposed the cracks in a relationship, built under the brightest spotlight. And trust me, what comes next will change everything. The moment the world had been waiting for came crashing down like a thunderstorm, and no one was ready for what Jim Jones revealed. A DNA test, a newborn, a family's future hanging by a single sheet of paper. And when those results hit the table, Chrissy Lampkin, the strong, fearless woman we've watched stand tall for decades, collapsed into raw emotion. Tears, anger, disbelief. But was it heartbreak or vindication? Because here's the kicker, the results weren't just about paternity. They ignited suspicions that have been bubbling for years, and fans are convinced this wasn't just about a baby. It was about secrets, betrayals, and a relationship so fractured that one piece of paper could shatter everything. Let's rewind. For weeks, whispers were already circulating. Insiders were dropping hints that Jim Jones had quietly ordered a DNA test behind Chrissy's back. Anonymous friends of the family claimed there were late-night arguments, muffled phone calls, and even a secret trip to a private clinic in New Jersey. Chrissy had no idea, or so she thought. And when Jim finally revealed the truth, the cameras caught it all. Chrissy's face, a mix of rage and devastation, like her entire world had been ripped apart in real time. Social media went berserk within minutes. Twitter threads claimed they'd seen screenshots of leaked text messages between Jim and his manager. One alleged text read, "She won't tell me everything. I need the truth. Don't say a word until it's confirmed." Another, read, "If this blows up, the brand is dead. Handle it quiet." Fans dissected every word like forensic investigators, insisting Jim's camp knew the DNA results would change everything. But here's where it gets darker. A voice note allegedly leaked from a private group chat shows Jim admitting he never fully trusted Chrissy during her pregnancy. His words dripping with suspicion. "I had to know. I couldn't let this play out without answers." If true, that means the DNA test wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was a long brewing storm. A storm Jim was prepared to unleash no matter the fallout. When the results finally came in, Jim didn't sit Chrissy down privately. He dropped the bomb in front of cameras, insiders, and the couple's inner circle. Sources say Chrissy begged him not to make it public, but Jim refused. He wanted the world to see it. And that's when Chrissy broke. In leaked footage from the reveal, she can be heard shouting through tears, "After everything I've done, this is how you treat me. You don't trust me. You don't trust us." Fans who once hailed Jim and Chrissy as reality TV's ride-or-die couple are now divided. Half believe Jim had every right to demand the truth, no matter how brutal. The other half are accusing him of humiliating the woman who stood by him for over 20 years. And while Chrissy sobbed, Jim sat stone-faced, looking more like a man, delivering a verdict than celebrating a family milestone. His demeanor has sparked wild theories. Was he cold because the results didn't go his way? Or was he cold because they did and he already had another agenda lined up? Adding gasoline to the fire, bloggers are claiming the results weren't straightforward. Some allege the test showed inconsistencies, meaning Jim might not be the only possible father. Others insist the papers Jim revealed may not have been legitimate at all. One anonymous lab employee reportedly told a gossip site, "All I'll say is those results didn't come from us." If that's true, then we're looking at a staged bombshell designed to humiliate Chrissy, not reveal the truth. Meanwhile, the internet is a battlefield. TikTok detectives are zooming into blurry screenshots of the DNA document Jim flashed during the reveal, pointing out typos and inconsistencies. Instagram fan pages are posting side-by-side comparisons of the baby, with Jim, with captions like "the resemblance is undeniable" or "this baby ain't his. Open your eyes." Twitter spaces dedicated to dissecting the scandal are running into the thousands of listeners at a time. But the drama doesn't stop at speculation. Celebrities have jumped into the chaos, adding fuel to the already raging fire. Love and hip-hop. Stars are posting cryptic comments. One wrote, "Karma always comes back. Be careful who you humiliate." Another tweeted, "Not shocked, seen this coming years ago." Kevin Kamran, Jim's longtime frenemy, chimed in with a shady post. "Paperwork don't lie. People do." The comment section exploded instantly. Was Cam trolling, or did he know something? And then came the emotional fallout. According to insiders, after the reveal, Chrissy stormed out, screaming at Jim that he had destroyed her publicly for nothing. Witnesses say she collapsed in the parking lot, sobbing uncontrollably as friends tried to console her. Jim, meanwhile, stayed inside, reportedly telling his crew it had to be done. No more lies. This is where the betrayal cuts the deepest. Because for years, Chrissy has been portrayed as the woman who waited, who sacrificed, who stayed loyal through endless uncertainty. She proposed to Jim when he wouldn't. She fought off critics who called her forever a girlfriend. And now, after finally stepping into motherhood, she's being publicly questioned in the harshest way possible. Fans are calling it the ultimate slap in the face. But buckle up, because it gets even messier. An insider leak claims Mama Jones, Jim's outspoken mother, is the one who pushed him to get the DNA test in the first place. Allegedly, she told Jim, "Don't be no fool. Don't raise no baby. That ain't yours." If that's true, then this isn't just a couple's feud. This is family warfare orchestrated from behind the scenes. And just when Chrissy thought it couldn't get worse, another bombshell dropped. A blogger claims to have intercepted emails suggesting Jim was already in talks with a network about turning the DNA scandal into a reality series storyline. Imagine that, her deepest heartbreak sold as entertainment. True? That means Chrissy's tears weren't just real, they were monetized. Fans are furious. Comments flood in daily. Protect Chrissy at all costs. Jim is heartless. This is the end of everything. But others defend him, saying he only wanted the truth. The division is tearing fan communities apart, sparking bitter arguments and viral debates. And as if the leaks, the meltdowns, and the betrayals weren't enough, one final twist has left everyone speechless. A cryptic Instagram post from Chrissy appeared just hours after the reveal. A black screen with the words, "Some scars never heal. Pray for me." The internet froze. Was this a cry for help? A warning? Or a signal that she's about to walk away from Jim for good? One thing is clear. The DNA results didn't just determine paternity. They cracked open a vault of secrets, lies, and betrayals that no one saw coming. And if you thought this was the end of the drama, you're dead wrong. Because the next chapter, it's about to get even uglier. If you thought the DNA results alone were explosive, wait until you hear what came next. Because the word on the street is that Mama Jones not only encouraged Jim to order the DNA test, but she practically demanded it. One insider claimed she told Jim weeks before the reveal, "You better protect yourself. Don't raise no baby that don't. Carry the Jones bloodline." Those words hit like a dagger when fans learned them, because suddenly, the scandal wasn't just Jim versus Chrissy. It was Mama Jones versus Chrissy, a feud that has been simmering for years, now reignited with nuclear force. And here's where it gets even juicier. Leaked voice recordings allegedly captured a phone call between Mama Jones and one of her close friends. In the audio, she can be heard saying, "I told him from the jump, Chrissy ain't the one. I always knew it, and now the truth is out." Whether the clip is real or fabricated, it sent shockwaves across the internet. Fans erupted, accusing Mama Jones of orchestrating Chrissy's humiliation, of setting her up to be blindsided by the DNA reveal. Chrissy, for her part, was not about to take that kind of disrespect lying down. After the footage leaked, she reportedly confronted Mama Jones directly in a fiery, screaming match outside Jim's studio. Eyewitnesses described it as chaos in the parking lot. Chrissy's voice cracked with rage as she shouted, "You've been ruining my life since the beginning. You finally got what you wanted." Mama Jones allegedly snapped back, "If you had nothing to hide, you wouldn't be crying." Security had to intervene before the fight turned physical. Social media exploded instantly, with hashtags like #TeamCrazy and #MamaJonesWasRight trending within hours. Twitter threads became battlegrounds. TikTok edits replayed the leaked voice recording, and Instagram live streams dissected every word. Some fans backed Chrissy, saying she'd endured enough disrespect and deserved peace. Others defended Mama Jones, arguing she was just protecting her son from betrayal. The fandom was split down the middle, and the feud was officially bigger than the couple themselves. But it didn't end there. The leaks kept coming. This time, text messages allegedly exchanged between Jim and an unnamed woman surfaced online. Screenshots showed flirtatious language and late-night rendezvous plans. The captions read like daggers. "So this is why he didn't trust Chrissy." Suddenly, the narrative flipped. Was Jim projecting his own infidelity onto Chrissy? Fans speculated that the DNA test wasn't about suspicion of Chrissy's loyalty at all, but about Jim trying to cover up his own skeletons. Chrissy's emotional meltdown started to make even more sense. According to sources close to her, she wasn't crying because of the DNA results themselves, but because she felt utterly betrayed by Jim's decision to weaponize their newborn against her. One insider put it bluntly, "She's heartbroken, not because of the baby, but because Jim made her out to be a liar in front of the whole world." Meanwhile, Jim doubled down. On Instagram Live, he told his followers, "Y'all don't know the half of it. I needed answers, and I got them. Don't judge me for protecting my family." The live pulled in over 200,000 viewers, with comments flying so fast the feed could barely keep up. Some praised him for being a man about his business. Others dragged him for publicly humiliating the woman who built her life around him. The debate raged on, but one thing was clear. Jim wasn't backing down, and Chrissy, she took her pain public too. Hours after Jim's live stream, she went live herself, tears staining her cheeks, her voice breaking as she told her side of the story. "I carried this child, stood by this man through everything. And instead of celebrating life, he turned it into a circus. He made me the villain when I've only ever been his ride or die." Her raw honesty struck a nerve, and fans rallied to her defense. Donations, messages of support, and hashtags like #ProtectChrissy flooded the internet. But behind the scenes, things were even uglier. According to one shocking leak, Chrissy had secretly packed her bags the night after the reveal and checked into a hotel. Reports claim she told a close friend, "I can't stay under the same roof as him right now." He chose clout over love. Meanwhile, Jim was allegedly spotted partying at a club with his entourage just 48 hours later, fueling speculation that he wasn't taking the crisis seriously. The scandal snowballed when reality TV producers got involved. Insiders claim networks immediately reached out to Jim and Chrissy, offering lucrative deals to turn the DNA drama into a televised storyline. One anonymous producer said, "This is gold. People can't look away. We want cameras rolling yesterday." The thought of Chrissy's tears being turned into entertainment disgusted fans. But others admitted they'd tune in without hesitation. The line between reality and performance blurred even further. Celebrity reactions only fanned the flames. Love and hip-hop alum Kimbella posted a cryptic tweet. "Funny how tables always turn." Cardi B chimed in on Instagram Live saying, "Men love embarrassing women who've been holding them down. It's disgusting. Quote, Chrissy deserves better." Even 50 Cent threw in a jab, posting a meme of Jim holding a DNA report with the caption, "Caught." Up, every reaction sparked another round of chaos, keeping the story alive in headlines and timelines across the globe. And then came the twist no one expected. A blogger claimed to have evidence that the DNA results Jim revealed weren't even the final report. Instead, he allegedly presented an incomplete version to maximize drama. According to the blogger, the full report was more nuanced and Jim selectively chose what to share. If true, that means Chrissy's humiliation was not just unnecessary, it was staged for maximum impact. Fans were furious. One viral tweet read, "He didn't want the truth, he wanted a show." And Chrissy was the price. As all of this unfolded, Chrissy's silence in the days that followed spoke volumes. Her Instagram remained wiped clean of photos with Jim. Her bio was updated with a single word: resilient. Fans speculated that she was gearing up for something, a Talal interview, a book deal, or even a permanent exit from the relationship. Meanwhile, Jim continued to post as though nothing was wrong, flashing jewelry and teasing new music. The disconnect between them was impossible to ignore. But the real cliffhanger came when a leaked text thread allegedly showed Jim telling a close associate, "This ain't even the biggest secret. Wait until the next drop." Screenshots of that message spread like wildfire, leaving fans trembling. If the DNA results weren't the full story, then what could be bigger? A secret affair? A hidden child? A financial scandal? The speculation spiraled out of control and everyone braced for the next shoe to drop. What started as a DNA test had now snowballed into a family feud, a public betrayal, and an industry-wide spectacle. And yet, even as Chrissy broke down and Jim doubled down, fans knew the real bombshell hadn't even hit yet, just when the dust seemed like it might finally settle. The saga detonated again, this time with a twist so outrageous that even the most seasoned gossip bloggers admitted they had never seen anything like it. Because out of nowhere, second DNA report surfaced, and this one painted an entirely different picture than the first. The report wasn't leaked through official channels. It didn't come from a doctor's office, a lawyer, or even Jim, or Chrissy themselves. No, it came from an anonymous Instagram account with less than 50 followers. A grainy screenshot of what appeared to be the real results was posted with a caption that read, "Don't believe the hype. Here's the truth Jim won't tell you." Within minutes, it was reposted thousands of times, landing on every gossip page imaginable. The screenshot suggested that Jim had only revealed part of the test, selectively highlighting the most dramatic sections while concealing evidence that confirmed the child was, in fact, his. Fans were livid. One viral tweet summed it up. So he really gaslit Chrissy into a breakdown for clout. As the internet erupted, Chrissy herself finally broke her silence. On Instagram Live, she appeared with swollen eyes and a trembling voice saying, "All I ever wanted was honesty. I can take anything but lies. And now I see I wasn't crazy. I was played." The live peaked at over 400,000 viewers, with fans spamming the comments, "We love you, Chrissy, and leave him, sis." But Jim wasn't done playing his game. Hours later, he jumped on live himself, this time grinning as he puffed on a cigar. "Y'all believe everything you see on the internet," he said smugly. "Half y'all couldn't even spell DNA before this. I know what I showed. I know what's real." His cocky tone only poured gasoline on the fire. Fans accused him of being manipulative, cruel, and obsessed with keeping his name in the headlines. Even behind the scenes, things spiraled further. A source close to the couple claimed Chrissy had moved into her own apartment and was refusing to let Jim see the baby until the full truth came out. Meanwhile, another insider alleged that Jim's camp was preparing to sue several gossip bloggers for defamation after they accused him of fabricating results. The legal threats only intensified the public suspicion that he had something to hide. Then came the nuclear bombshell. A leaked audio clip, allegedly from a heated argument between Jim and Chrissy, hit the internet like a thunderclap. In the recording, Chrissy can be heard sobbing, "You made me look like a fool in front of the world. Jimmy, how could you do that to your own family?" Jim's voice, cold and clipped, responded, "Family don't mean nothing if I can't trust you." The audio went viral instantly. Fans dissected every syllable, every pause, every shaky breath. Some swore it proved Jim was guilty of manipulating the entire narrative. Others argued it revealed a deeper mistrust in their relationship that no DNA test could fix. Either way, it cemented one thing: their love story had officially collapsed. Under the weight of its own secrets, celebrities began chiming in again, and this time the reactions were brutal. Remy Ma, once a close friend of Chrissy, tweeted a broken heart emoji followed by, "Some things you can't come back from." Rapper Menno posted a cryptic story, "That paper don't lie. Believe what's in black and white, not what's said in the dark." Even love and hip-hop stars who had remained neutral finally picked sides, with Yandy Smith posting a message of solidarity for Chrissy, "Praying for my sis. She deserves peace." The fan base split even wider. On one side, Team Chrissy demanded she leave Jim once and for all, calling her a queen who had sacrificed too much. On the other, Team Jim argued that DNA drama aside, he was just protecting himself from betrayal. Entire Twitter spaces erupted nightly, with thousands of people debating whether Chrissy should walk away or stay and fight for her family. But here's the jaw-dropping twist no one saw coming. While all of this chaos unfolded, Chrissy was spotted in Miami with another man. Paparazzi caught her on a hotel balcony with what appeared to be a well-dressed mystery figure, laughing, sipping wine, and looking unbothered. The photos went viral in seconds, sparking wild speculation. Was this her new man? A business associate? A rebound to send Jim a message? No one knew for sure, but the optics were undeniable. Jim's reaction was equally explosive. In yet another Instagram Live, he raged, "Oh, so she out here in Miami with some dude while I'm fighting for my family? Y'all see what's really going on now?" His anger poured out, his voice shaking as he slammed the table in front of him. Viewers described it as a meltdown, a man unraveling in real time as his empire crumbled. The internet devoured every second. Memes flew faster than ever. Fans mocked Jim's repeated lives, calling him the DNA DJ for spinning the narrative every which way. Meanwhile, Chrissy's cool Miami photos sparked a wave of admiration, with comments like "unbothered," "queen energy," and "this is how you glow after dropping 20 years of dead weight." And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any messier, yet another insider leak shattered the story wide open. According to a whistleblower allegedly tied to Jim's management team, The entire DNA drama had been pitched to VH1 as part of a new reality show concept months ago. The pitch? The truth hurts. Jim and Chrissy. If true, it meant every tear, every reveal, every humiliation may have been orchestrated for ratings. Fans were furious. Some felt betrayed that they had invested their emotions in what could have been a scripted spectacle. Others admitted they didn't care. The drama was too addictive to look away. Either way, it left everyone questioning. Was any of this real? Or was it all just entertainment in disguise? By the end of the week, Chrissy had reportedly hired a PR team of her own, preparing to take back control of the narrative. Rumors swirled that she was considering a sit-down interview with a major network. It's a chance to tell her side unfiltered and unedited. Meanwhile, Jim's camp teased that he had one last piece of evidence to share, a so-called final document. That would end all speculation. Fans braced for impact, wondering if that evidence would clear his name or destroy everything left of their relationship. The tension reached fever pitch. Online polls showed fans evenly split. 51% on Chrissy's side, 49% still defending Jim. Comment sections turned into war zones. Friendships ended over debates, and the hip-hop community was left stunned. What started as a DNA test had snowballed into the most dramatic celebrity scandal of the year, maybe the decade, and the cliffhanger. In a cryptic Instagram story, Chrissy posted a single sentence in white text on a black background. "The truth will set me free." No names, no photos, just a chilling promise that more was yet to come. The world held its breath. Because if this was only the beginning, then the final act of Jim and Chrissy's DNA drama was going to be the kind of explosion no one could recover from. And that's where we leave it for now. But let's be clear, this story isn't finished. It isn't wrapped up, and it damn sure isn't going away quietly. A single DNA test has ripped open old wounds, fueled betrayals, sparked leaked audios, and left the internet at war. Chrissy is promising the truth. Jim swears he's got one last piece of evidence. And insiders keep whispering about unreleased receipts that could shatter everything we thought we knew about hip-hop's most infamous couple. So, I'll ask you this. Are you really going to risk missing the next twist? Because when it hits, and trust me, it's coming, it won't just be a headline. It'll be the kind of bombshell that breaks the internet in half. Smash that like button right now if you're just as shocked as the rest of us. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Chrissy's side of this story? Or do you think Jim is playing a dangerous but calculated game? I'm reading every single one. But most importantly, hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. Because the next leak, the next meltdown, the next betrayal, it could drop tonight, tomorrow morning, or in the middle of the week when nobody sees it coming. Don't be the last one to find out. Be here when it happens. This isn't just gossip anymore, it's history unfolding in real time, and you need to see every second of it.